Hello. Here we are with Robert Owen. He's known to be one of the most influential British social reformers of his time. Born in 1771, he was an excellent student. He left school at the age of 10 to go to London, where he became a textile merchant. He was very bright and at age 18 became part owner of his own business. His innovative methods would soon earn him a reputation as a radical social reformer. Okay, so to start us off, can you tell us a little bit about New Lanark?
New Lanark was a place where I had partial ownership, and it was a large cotton mill. And it was a profitable enterprise, but it was also the world's first self-contained company towns. But the employees there weren't very happy and they were inefficient, so I decided to try and reduce the long work days and raise the minimum wage. And I also set up a school for the children so that education could be tested and perfected, and that way it can grow. And yeah.
Okay, thank you. Also, George Rapp is commonly brought up with your name. Can you tell us when and why you met with him?
I met with George Rapp because he was in the ownership of a place called Harmony, and it was 30,000 acres of land and buildings in Indiana. And I met with him so I can buy it because I wanted to create my own utopian society.
Why in the world would you want to create your own utopian society?
I wanted to start it so that I can actually prove that humans were shaped only by their environment.
Okay, what did you really first gain notoriety for?
I gained notoriety because of my strong opposition to religion and the established church, because I thought that religion was foolish and was very superstitious, and that the churches were harmful.
Okay, you never promised heaven to your laborers, but you substituted your method of reward and you called it the silent monitor. Can you explain what this is?
Okay, the silent monitor was a color-coded device that graded my employees on their enthusiasm and efficiency for their job. My theory about humans is that they are only shaped based on their environment and that nothing else really matters.
Did you keep these theories to yourself, or why did you publicize them?
I publicized them because I wanted to convert powerful people such as educators, government officials, business owners, and even the public people. And I was very confident that everyone would eventually agree with would eventually agree with my theories, and especially if I kept on publicizing it.
Okay, so your book, New View of Society, what exactly do you talk about?
It mainly talks about what my belief was about humans, and that humans were the products of the environment that they're in, and that if my method was used for a new utopian society, then unity would be very easy to accomplish.
Okay. Few people really put your methods into use, so is that why you came to America, or what was that reasoning?
That's one of the reasons, but the British people were also very firmly set on being only conservative, and they did not like my radical ways, and they were also very opposed to my view on religion.
Earlier you brought up your Harmony land. Why did you go to the East Coast once you got it?
Well, I wanted to promote my vision, so I left to try and get more people.
Hey, William,
William, get out.
Yeah.
So, how would you describe the new Harmony philanthropy?
Okay, it would be a self-sufficient, independent city that was contained within one large single building, and the walls would be about 1,000 feet on each side, and then the corners of the building would hold like classrooms, libraries, lecture halls, and the dining hall, and then there would be 3 floors. The lower 2 floors would have apartments for married couples, and on the top floor there would be single residents and the children, and they would live there because the children would be living apart from their parents at age 2. And it would end cramped and unsanitary housing, so I can then sell New Lanark for New Harmony's debts because it had acquired a lot of debt, and to try and get wealthy sponsors to support New Harmony.
Okay, so you talked about having all of these people housing in New Harmony. What did you do when it got too crowded?
Well, I didn't really do anything, but what happened was that harsh arguments would break out over the housing, and the fields and the shops and the factories disintegrated because there was a lack of skilled labor. And because of this, New Harmony could not bring in a lot of money to help pay for its debt.
So when you left for promotional tours, you brought back the boatload of knowledge. What is that?
The boatload of knowledge was a group of intellectuals that I brought back to try and help New Harmony get back on its feet, and it would educate the younger ones so that they could eventually take over what their parents were doing.
Okay. When the new Constitution was adopted on February 5th and the town became the New Harmony Community of Equality, What was the New Harmony based on?
It was to be based on communal ownership of property, equality of rights and duties, and the freedom of speech. And instead of myself or the son being the leader of New Harmony, there would be an executive council where there would be one representative from each of the 6 departments and a secretary, and they would be the ones for how the town was operated.
What were the departments of the Constitution?
The departments were agriculture, manufacturers and mechanics, domestic economy, general economy, commerce, and literature, science, and education.
All right. I'm so sorry to hear that you lost New Harmony in 1827, but it was very nice to meet you. Thank you.